Hello, this is GameDelusion. I'm Ollie.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Tyson.
And we're on about MMOs today.
That we are.
So, let's ask our resident MMOer. MMOs, what's up with that?
I quite like them.
No, not you, Oliver.
Yeah, I was just... He didn't say anything, so I was voicing my opinion.
They can be pretty good. I've played a few of them. WoW, Tor, DDO, STO. That's Star Trek Online for anyone who isn't in the know.
You're just listing abbreviations to me.
Yep, just constant abbreviations.
World of
Only
Warcraft,
abbreviations.
Star Wars, The Old Republic, Dungeons and Dragons Online, and Star Trek Online.
Ah, okay. That about covers a lot of it. So why do you like them? Why do you play them?
Sometimes the single-player content can be really, really interesting for them. Some of the mechanics that can be introduced can be very good.
I'd agree with
But
that.
why would you pick that over a superior single-player experience on a
Because
regular
not
RPG?
all of them are superior experiences. I mean, some single-player games are very, very good, like The Witcher 2 as an RPG is phenomenal. But the thing that MMOs can give you is that you also get that sense of achievement of working in a team, which sometimes, let's face it, us nerdy types need at times. We sometimes do need a bit of social interacting.
Yeah, the social aspect of it really intrigues some people.
See, oddly enough, my problem with them is the social aspect.
Yeah, but you can also socially interact without the need of talking to people. You can just simply play as your avatar.
No,
Yeah.
no, my point is people break my immersion because they're idiots.
Some people can be, but Tor at the moment has been very, very good with its raid content. I mean, if you can get the right guild or right friends, you can have a game that doesn't break your immersion.
That's the problem. On MMOs, on any online game, I become the socially awkward penguin. I can't talk to anyone.
And then just type lots.
I'd say
No,
don't
but
play
then
them.
people will judge me and think nasty things,
Yeah, but that's people. People equal shit.
and I'll be sad.
What about
No,
free?
don't play
laugh.
them.
What
The
about-
one thing that I do enjoy about MMOs is the fact that, like, you get so much new content for a relatively low price. It's basically like having a new game, but without having to pay the price of a new game.
When
Yeah.
it's not a
Pretty good.
subscription-based MMO.
Yeah, when not
Yeah.
subscription.
Not even
For example,
subscription based.
Guild Wars.
I mean, WoW gave you loads of free content for free. I mean, other than the expansions, most of WoW's raiding
No, but the
content was
point
free.
is, I was under the impression that they sold that content as part of the expansion and it just wasn't released yet.
Nope. I mean, Wrath of the Lich King had 4 major patches. That's 4 new raids and dungeons, completely free, plus whatever else
Alright.
on the original thing. So, Tor's doing it at the moment. I mean, they've given out a new free patch on the Rakghoul Plague, which is effectively zombies in space, which is quite an interesting idea, I think, from BioWare on that one.
Yeah, but couldn't you argue that's what you're paying for anyway?
Maybe. Well, technically, no. I mean, well, yeah, you are paying for the content, but it's also how good that content is. If you're releasing quality content, I mean, should you have to pay for DLC from, say, Human Revolution? I mean, then what the recent one was like £6.
I got it in the sale, so it's like 3 for me.
But yeah,
But it was
The whole
good. I
game
liked
makes a
it.
switch that way just because it's a better way for games companies to make money fast. Just
Chris,
release
Chris,
DLC,
I need ammo.
DLC for their game. Lol.
Oh, sweet ammo.
Would you prefer?
See, there's things like Final Fantasy XIV was free for a long time, but that's because it was bad, amazingly bad when it first came out. That's why
Yes.
it was free. There was a reason it was free, basically.
well,
That's
now
a giant
most,
monster.
most MMOs now are trying to go freemium because I think Tor and WoW have pretty much dominated the
Lord of the Rings
subscription-based
Online
Yeah.
has done brilliantly.
There aren't going to be many new MMOs as the main problem. Like Dark Millennia, which was probably the only one I would have played, is now not an MMO because they can't compete with things like WoW, which are already so well established.
Tor's getting there, but I suppose when you've got Star Wars and a BioWare game, you can't really get much better in the
Yeah.
market. But the thing with Dark Millennium Online is there's possibly rumours that THQ in a lot of trouble as well, which may have cost.
Yeah, I think that's why that happened.
They were trying to find someone else to basically handle all the servers and everything, and no one took them up on the offer, which is why it's not going to be an MMO anymore.
Yeah. There are some new MMOs in the pipeline though. Anyone who's a fan of the World of Darkness by White Wolf, they're doing an MMO at some point by the same people who made Eve. I forget the name of the studio. CCP. I've just been informed.
Yeah. Oh, alright. See, my main problem with MMOs is, at the moment, they are subscription-based primarily. I could feed my various card game habits for that money.
True, but a lot of them now aren't. I mean, if you look at some of the recent releases, one that I mentioned by the World of Darkness one, isn't.
No,
It's gonna be like
but it's a change that hasn't quite come in yet.
I think it is. I mean, some of the ones that I've been looking at. I mean, Game of Thrones is thinking about doing an MMO, and that's supposed to be free or freemium.
Freemium. Oh,
Freemium, where you.
See,
You
I
can
think
play
the
free.
current view would still be, if it's a free MMO, is it really going to be as good as ones I'm paying for? Because how are they accounting for the lack of income from that?
What they do is.
It's microtransactions, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
that's why I call it freemium, because it's you pay for the content. I mean, you have to try and the way that they try and make money is they have to try and lure people to come to it and want to buy, say, extra races, extra classes, extra XYZ, but still give you all the content. If you don't want to pay it, then you can just pay it for free.
See, I think that'd be worse in a way. I think I'd sooner just pay and have everything rather than having to like decide what
Yeah,
I
I-
wanted.
I would, because it's a bit fiddly, but then again, the problem is it costs loads to
Yeah.
just, you know,
But
pay.
If you
and
don't
have
have a reliable income, then it's not really
Yeah.
a thing you can engage in.
there
That's
is
why-
Basically, to me, it's a flawed system.
there is the thing that where you can just buy your way to win. That's one of the things. I mean, with
Yeah,
like
that's the thing people are not
games
happy
that
about.
use microtransactions as their main form, have players just buying guns and then have other people complaining that everybody else is better than them when they join in quite late into the period that it's been out. So say veterans of the game would be
That's always going to be a problem with online games, though.
Yeah.
Joining it after it's come out, you will be
Yeah.
behind everyone else that's involved in it already.
Yeah, I know as a massive TF2 player that it is really confusing for anyone trying to start it, because they
That's
have
when I
no
started
idea,
playing.
but it is
no idea what anything does.
it is good for new players though if they can buy their way to the weapons that everybody else has.
But at the same time, should you really have to do that?
No.
Just because you have bought a game later, you're going to have to pay more, basically,
Yeah.
to be able to play
To
reasonably.
be fair to TF2, in this case, it is free, and you can.
Yeah.
The other side of it where you can get experience or whatever other way there is in the game to achieve the weapons at a better rate. So
Yeah.
to get the feel that you've achieved it better than just going and
I
buying
think stuff like that's better. But you'll always get people cheating around it with real world traders.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I
I
think
mean,
the
look at
best,
Diablo 2.
exactly.
well, the best example of free and buying content is probably going to be League of Legends. I mean, League of Legends, you can start that from scratch and still be able to be decent at it. Or
Yeah.
if you want to pay for a character, you can, and you get given that character with all the there's
that
no
game
bonuses,
is
is there?
getting that game is getting massive now.
That is probably the best. It does have more subscribers than WoW.
I don't
Yeah.
like the community in it. When I joined with League of Legends, I felt hindered that everybody else knew what they were doing. I didn't, and nobody told me what to do.
I was going to say, the only time we really play League of Legends is when it's me and you, Chris, playing together, and we just kind of ignore everyone else.
Yeah, just did
We
our
don't
own
really
thing.
like engage with other people more. We just do our own thing and get through the game.
Isn't that the flaw with any MMO though? I mean, let's face it, humans as a species don't get on with everyone. I mean, sometimes in MMO you can play with your friends, but you probably don't want to play with everyone on the server, because some people on servers, let's face it, can be assholes. So, I
Yeah,
think it's
there's always the problem of hell is other people.
I think you can
Gently.
assume most gamers, though, engaged in MMOs at least know or vaguely know someone else who's going to be on the game, or try to get other people they know on the game.
that's very true.
Yeah, the sort of phases social groups go through with MMOs. I mean, we all had the World of Warcraft stage, well, minus Tyson.
Yeah, no, just no.
Yeah,
Well,
I think I played WoW for the longest out of all of us. I mean, I was on there for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Or you were some kind of Uber healer. person,
Yeah.
because you're
Yeah.
a masochist, apparently.
I was a masochist, it was true. Me healing was me being a masochist, it's true.
I died. It's totally your fault. I'm going to come over to your house and rape your mother.
I've never had that one, but the words to those effect.
Maybe that's why I
Yeah.
never played it. I couldn't heal other people. That's not how I roll. As
Well-
proven by this, where I have 2 giant machine guns. And
That's why you go
You
for
can only
DPS.
Shoot,
heal
guys.
people.
That's why you should go for a DPS class. You don't have to do anything apart from mash buttons. It's easy.
Yeah,
I did play DPS. I played a Death Knight.
where's the skill? Where's the skill, man? I play finesse games.
The skill was in pressing buttons in the right order.
No, it's
Not
face
much else.
rolling without hurting your face.
You know, a game has really disappointed me. I know it's only in beta over here, but Terror.
I
Really did not like that game.
I like the look of it. It's different.
It really isn't. Everyone said it was different, but I played the beta and there was
Well,
nothing really
By
different
the way,
to it.
I can fly.
I like how you dropped in there. Well, it is different because, I mean, compared to WoW, where you've got auto attacks, you're constantly clicking your mouse key to attack, which is changing the MMO model.
Whoa. You don't want stuff like that. That's not changing it.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
reverting to Diablo 2. You
Yes.
know how many mouses I broke playing Diablo 2 for the number of years I have? It's a costly sport, man.
Especially if you're playing something like a sorceress with insane cast rate.
Yeah. When me and my brother were playing it on the same computer, we broke a mouse in under a month playing that game all day, every day. The left mouse button just ceased to work.
Recording.
Okay, so we had some slight technical issues there, which we had to cut out, and while we were off camera, Jordan was slightly killed.
Caught.
There were some issues. This is what happens when we get left alone.
Yeah.
And I think
You
it's
monster.
fair to say this is a GameDelusion signing off with a dead Jordan.
Hate you all.
Hope you enjoyed our random rambling about MMOs, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.